Hello and welcome everyone. I'm Nicola with Fitness Enhancer. Our session plan for today is a short, quick, full body cool down and stretch. So let's get started. We are starting in with those toe taps and arm cross. So stepping from side to side, coming onto those toes, simultaneously crossing your arms. Just bringing down that heart rate slowly, cooling down before we move into our stretches. We're moving into that quad stretch next. So standing on one leg, bending the knee of the other, holding on to the foot and drawing it up towards the buttocks. Keeping those knees together. You should feel the stretch in front of the thigh. Switching over to the opposite leg. Balance if you can. You can hold on to the wall for support if need be. Moving on to the glute stretch next. Again, if you can balance, go ahead and do so, or hold on to the wall for support. So one ankle crosses over the opposite leg while bending the knee, sitting back into those glutes there, and switching to the opposite side. Again, you can use the wall for support if need be. Moving on to our next stretch shortly. So we're going into this lat and oblique stretch there. So stepping the feet wide apart, leaning to one side, reaching one arm over the head. Feeling the stretch all along the sides of the upper body. And release and switching to the opposite side. We're moving on to that adductor stretch up next. So keeping the feet wide apart again, leaning to one side there. You can take on the alternative variation if you have a bit more range of motion there. And we're moving on to that hamstring stretch up next. Keeping a soft bend in those knees, reaching the hands up and folding forward, feeling the stretch along the back of the legs. Moving on to the chest and anterior deltoid stretch up next. So interlocking the fingers behind your back, opening up that chest, feeling a nice deep stretch. And we are moving on to that upper back stretch up next. So interlocking your fingers in front this time, arching your spine, feeling a nice stretch in the upper back. Up next, moving on to the rear deltoid stretch. So one arm crosses over the other, feeling a nice stretch at the back of the shoulders. And switching to the opposite side. Moving into the tricep stretch up next. Reaching those arms up, one holds onto the other, feeling a stretch in those triceps there. And switching to the opposite side. Moving into that final stretch up next. So we're going into that spinal twist. Feet slightly wide apart, hands on the hips, turning to one side, coming onto the toes if you can. And repeating to the opposite side. Few more seconds to go. And we're done. Well done, everyone. Thank you everyone for joining me for this short, quick, full body cool down and stretch. If you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on that bell notification for new videos.